The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
From just inside the 20, a short kick. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Oh, what a juke into space. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Giants.
Well, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so, and Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there.
Oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Carr. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Play action to Drake, now Carr.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
7, Giants 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On second down at 4. Jones, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Offense set to get this drive started. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Carr. He uncorks it for Snead. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They give him a gain of 38. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. On first and goal, Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A quick pass here has got Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. On the draw, this is Barkley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On 1st down, Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. 104 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now their defense came through with a goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Escaping the pressure right. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a 1st down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Play action. Now it's Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
Now a play fake. Carr.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. On the move to his left. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Carr, a handoff here to Drake.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pulls it in at the 13.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind him, try to put together. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
That one goes for 8 yards. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. This is Shepard on the catch. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First down Giants. Jones to Ingram.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. Back to throw again. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Jones, a final shot before break. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The final shot here before half for Carr. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's Drake one more time on second down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Carr completes it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On second down, it's Drake.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Now Drake. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Blake Martinez, the Giants' leading tackler last year, in to make the stop there. On second down, it's Drake. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. From the gun, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, Slayton. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. On first down, Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Saquon Barkley. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, He expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Here's Drake one more time on second down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and 4. This crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. On the give, this is Drake. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now a handoff for Drake. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 70 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running, it's Drake. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. The kick by Carlson is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now Jones. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it, But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he stopped immediately there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw, Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run with Drake. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Las Vegas, they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Giants, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this